What is up, guys? This is Linthio coming at you with a discussion video today about a little engine that is going to be available to us very soon, and that is Clownblade. So Clownblade, if you don't know, it requires two monsters, and it's Performamage Trickclown, which is its new name, and also Heroic Challenger Thousand Blades. Now the way that this works, so we'll break it down, the Trickclown's effect is when it's sent to the graveyard in any way, shape or form, you can target a Performer Pal, or Performer Mage, sorry, in your grave, special summon it, switch its defense is 0, and you take 1000 damage. Now, Thousand Blades' effect is when it's in the graveyard and you take any form of damage, you can special summon it in attack position. So the normal plays that this is revolving around to get it really turboing off is you will summon Larval Chain using Trickclown as a material. You will detach Trickclown, send it to the grave, then you will send Thousand Blades to the graveyard. Then Trickclown's effect kicks in, special summon, take 1000, then Thousand Blades effect kicks in, special summon. So you see how it works. It's basically a free XZ summon, rank 4. And while some people may think, well, yeah, that's pretty good, but at the end of the day, it can be considered inconsistent or anything like that. But some of the things that you can do with this are actually quite disgusting, simply because Nodin is coming out, and then you can abuse it with other cards, like if you want to put it into maybe Satella Knights, but I think that's a bad idea, or just in general make a rank 4 based deck that simply runs this as its engine. Then you can put in other things like Assault Halberd, another special summon, level 4. You can use things like Goplenberg or Photon Thrasher just to get cards out straight away. Summon a Monk even as well. There are just so many different options in the rank 4 toolbox that you can really use to kind of turbo this deck. The deck overall is pretty interesting, and some of the lists I've seen work quite well, but do I think it's actually going to be a competitive deck? Do I think it's going to be running around and really hitting the high tiers over these archetypes? I think not. I think it's quite a cool deck, and it runs quite nicely and smoothly, but I think it suffers from not being an archetype, and I hate to say that because I'm still one of the oldies back in the day where we didn't have an archetype. It was just a cookie cutter dot deck, and basically you just made up the best deck that you could from the selection of cards because archetypes weren't really a thing. Now Konami really focus on archetypes, Satella Knights, Shadows, Burning Abyss, so on and so forth. Everything is an archetype now. And while this is probably going to be one of the better non-archetype decks running around for a while, and it has been for a while, I don't think that it's going to be actually all that great. I think it's a strong deck, don't get me wrong, and if you enjoy playing it and like it, thumbs up to you. I'm definitely going to be exploring it because any form of rank 4 deck turbo that is around, I enjoy because I just kind of like them, and especially decks like this that have some form of different way to turbo out different cards, because it means that I can tech in some of my most favourite cards, and you can have a lot of fun with this deck. The upside of this specific engine, though, is that it's quite small. You could play 3 Trickclown and 3 Thousand Blades. You could also play 3 Assault Halberds if you so want, and that's 9 cards, and you have a big engine of special summoning right there. The fact that Assault Halberd will be able to search out one of the Thousand Blades if you do damage, and also the fact that Rota's at 3 and all warriors, apart from obviously the Performer Mage, it means that the deck can be fairly consistent. And if you also couple in the fact that Nodin is coming around, it means that, well, you can just really kind of pull off some of those horrible combos, especially if you rip the Instant Fusion. Because if you top deck, for example, the Instant Fusion, you could go into Nodin, special summon a level 4, then maybe go into Larval Chain, do the whole combo, ditch, send, you know, there's a lot of cool things that you can do with it that are quite cute. But as I said, I don't believe it's actually going to be one of the top tier decks. So I want to know what you guys think of Clownblade. Do you think it's one of those decks that, because it's so a little bit different and it's using a different engine that isn't archetype based, it's had a lot of exposure and a lot of hype over everyone, and you don't think it's going to be that good? Or do you think the hype is actually worth it and you think the deck is actually that amazing? So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I should catch you guys later.